My One and Only Love, another beautiful jazz ballad. This one's in the key of C major. Here's the PDF tab and music you can find on my site. There should be a link somewhere on this page, I hope. It's got a lot of chords, of course. We've got a descending bass line. So the bass line is bum 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 C B A G, while the melody is going up. I got my little finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, the C note, then an open G. Now we've got 2nd finger, 2nd fret A string, 3rd finger, 2nd fret G string, 1st finger, 1st fret B string. Next we've got an open A, and 1st finger I slid up to 3rd fret B string for a D note. So far we've got next 3rd finger, 5th fret B string, and then little finger up to the 7th fret E string, and at the same time, simultaneously even, your 1st finger has to hit the bass note G, so that's a big stretch there, while holding 3rd finger on 5th fret of the B string, that E note. So the first part again. Up to a 7th chord. That's a D7, but with an F sharp on the bass. That would be 9th fret, 10th fret, 7th fret, 10th fret, 10th fret. There should be a chord grid on the music. Joe Pass calls them grips. This is quite a grip, but with practice you can get it. So the melody note is on the E string, 10th fret, so you need to bar that with your little finger. First the melody note's on the B string, then the top. Then we go to a G7 with an F bass. Okay. So this part is a G chord. You might normally see it this way, but with a flat 7 bass. So that's the F bass. So you have to bar the 7th fret, 2nd fret, 8th fret A string, little finger on the 9th fret D string, 3rd finger 8th fret B string. Again, an interesting grip or grab. I do my rolling arpeggio as always. So 2 tricky chords. We've got the G7 F bass to, I'm sorry, that was a D7 F sharp bass to a G7 F bass. Then the melody goes 8th fret to 10th fret, from the B string to the G string. Now a pretty easy chord. This is a C chord with an E bass. You have to put your little finger up on the 8th fret of the E string to get ready for the melody note up there. So you're barring 5th fret, D, G, and B strings, got your third finger on the 7th fret of the A string, and the melody note up on the 8th fret of the E string, to an F major chord. This is a simple triad, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3. Close voicing, they call it. Right, stacked right in a row, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3. Okay, so far we've got this. The melody note going down there from the 2nd finger to 1st finger, 6th to 5th fret B string. To a G minor, you can play with one finger, barring the 3rd fret if you want. Some people play like this. To an E minor 7, barring 7th fret. Melody note is on the top here. So we've got the G minor 7, got the bass, D, G, and B string. Melody note is B string. To the E minor 7 melody note on the top. It's a pretty common E minor 7 shape. Now I do a little figure. So again, it's an E minor 7, but this time I'm using little finger 9th fret, 2nd finger 7th fret, 3rd finger 8th fret, and playing a low E bass, arpeggiating it like that to an A13 chord with an open E, 3rd finger 7th fret B string, 2nd finger 6th fret G string, 1st finger 5th fret D string, to a regular D minor 7, barring the 5th fret. That's sort of a rhythmic figure. Melody note. So the melody note is da da da. 1st string, 2nd string, 2nd string. To a G13. Barring 3rd fret. Intervals are 1, flat 7, 3, 13. Then the little finger comes off. The melody note is 5th fret, 3rd fret. To this E minor with a G sharp bass. We've got 4th fret E string, 4th fret G string, 5th fret B string, 3rd fret E string. And the melody is top E and then the B string. To a suspended A, and the melody goes down to the minor 3rd of the A, regular A minor chord, but with starting with a suspended 4th, arpeggiating down to a regular D7 chord with a little trill on top. To a D minor 7. Sorry. This time the melody is going upward from the 6th fret of the B string, 8th fret, 5th fret E string. To a G7, melody note da, da, 3rd fret E string, 3rd fret B string, and then I repeat the little figure E minor 7 to the A13, and this time I add a D minor 7 to a G13, and then the 13 interval goes down to a sharp 5. 13 and 6 are the same, sharp 5, to a C major 9, which is a lot like the major 7 shape, but take off your little finger, so the 3 becomes a 2 or a 9. So let me repeat from the D7 to the G7 to a C, F, G minor, E minor 7, E minor 7, A13, G13, E minor G sharp bass, okay. Now you can play the melody note on the 5th fret of the D string. So we've got this C major 9. And then you're back to where we started. But from the beginning of the tune, the C chord was with my little finger here. But at the end of that first section, we're on a C major 9, then to the C with a B bass, A minor 7, just 2 notes, just like from the top, so the whole thing repeats. To a regular C chord. Now we've got a G minor 7 flat 5 to a B7, and to the bridge, an E minor chord, common shape on the 7th fret. The melody note going from the 7th fret of the E string, 10th fret B string, 8th fret B string. Got an open E bass. To a G flat 11, minor 11. So I've got second finger, 2nd fret, bottom E string, 3rd finger, 2nd fret, D string, little finger, 2nd fret, G string, and an open B. That's a G flat minor 11. Then a suspended B7, resolving the 3rd. From the 2nd fret to the 1st fret. The whole thing repeats. To an open E minor chord, just need one finger on the 2nd fret D string. Melody note going second, third of top E string. Now we've got a E minor with a major 7 and the melody note on the top, so arpeggiate. Melody is the same, second fret, third fret. Now the easiest chord in the world, don't touch anything. E minor 7 to an A9. I do this little figure where you take your second, first, and third finger, which are on the 5th, 4th, and 5th fret, up a half step, and then a little slide up and down, back to the original position. To a D minor 7. Sorry, the top note is not included. Melody is on the B string. To a G13. Melody note is on the B string. To a D minor 9, arpeggiated. G13 to a G7 sharp 5, and back to your C major 9. And from there it repeats like before. Melody note, 5th fret, D string. Back to the C with a B bass, etc. At the very end, I take this progression, D minor 7 to G7, and then take it up a whole step, E minor 7, A7, back to the D minor 7, G7, and then a G with a B bass. Melody note goes up to the C note from the 7th fret to the 8th fret to a regular C major. And you can do whatever ending you want. I put in my typical. Which is a D minor 7 on the 10th fret to a G7 flat 9. Got second and third fingers on the 10th fret, barring the 9th fret, and then a C major 13, barring the 7th fret, root on the 8th fret, and a 5th on the 8th fret of the B string, and a major 7 on top. Alrighty, it's a handful. Again, watch the performance video, and if you're not familiar with the tune, go to iTunes and download some different versions. There's other ways to get it. Other people have uploaded to YouTube. Just get familiar with the song and the melody. Probably is the best way before you start working on this. Good luck, see you next time.